All right, y'all, we are live on this beautiful Sunday. Blessings to everybody in the name of Jesus, Yeshua the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I still pray you and your family are super blessed. As Bitcoin is, well, man, it's a little bit strange. It's a little bit boring. It's a little bit like a stable coin right now, guys. And we are back on the treadmill for the first time in quite some time. It feels good to be back on the treadmill. In fact, hang on, gotta put on my hat. There we go. I've got to put on my technical analysis glasses as well. There we go. Actually, do I need glasses or do I need a monocle? Maybe I need both. And maybe I even need a magnifying glass. All three. We'll use all three here. Okay, we got it going on right here, all right? Shout out to everybody in the chat, all right? As usual, guys, if we can get 1,000 likes in the first half hour, we will be giving away 1,000 USDT, baby. Gotta give a major shout out to Den Guild Viking. He says, dude is tanned AF. Yeah, man, I'm tan. I went away for one reason only. That's to get sun, okay? Shout out to Keston. Should you secure stables before the drop? I don't know, man. Shout out to Jesse. He says, FB is a dummy. What's FB? Shout out to Investment Time. Shout out to Ginter's Phrase. Shout out to Frosty. Shout out to Josh. ETH is a joke. Purple shirt equals bull power. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish. Shout out to Crypto Coon. Shout out to J Armo. Shout out to Dave Flowers. Sunday is the first day of the week. It's a work day biblically. Absolutely. That's why I'm here working, baby. Yesterday was Shabbat. But you know what? A lot of times I take both days off. You know what? A lot of days I take both. Big drop coming. No joke. All right. Shout out once again to Adam. And shout out once again to Splashfire Films. He says the plunger is back. That's right. The plunger is back, baby. Shout out to Crypto Crank. What is going on, my man? Shout out to Elevated Mindset. Shout out to Jesse. Shout out to Casten. No Action Sundays. Yeah. Whoa, but look at this massive blue candle right now on Bitcoin. Would you look at the massive blue candle right here on Bitcoin? Oh my goodness. Wow. That is a crazy blue candle bouncing right from the Fibonacci golden pocket. Take it from the low to the high, baby. Let's see. Yeah, right from the 786. Would you look at that massive blue candle on Bitcoin? Oh my goodness. Of course, when we go to a different time frame, like the 30-minute, it doesn't look like much. But let's go down to our 1-minute time frame here and see what we got going on. Wow, would you look at that massive blue candle right popping in right now on Bitcoin? We'll see what happens with it. Man, we got to adjust the fib here. You guys know sometimes you just have to adjust the fib. It's just not quite right. You can't tell what's wrong. You got to adjust it. All right. Unfortunately, I have to adjust mine while everybody's watching. Usually, you got to go in secret if you want to adjust the fib. But sometimes, sometimes you do it in secret. Other times, you just do it real quick and hope no one watched. I'm just going to do it real quick and hope no one watched. Would you look at that? We're bouncing right from the Fibonacci golden pocket on a Sunday afternoon. And we're got to talk about this Bitcoin price action because we do have some interesting things popping up on the chart. Josh says, bro, this is taking way too long. What's taking long? The Bitcoin drop? Shout out to Funk and shout out to Crypto Owl. He says, let's work. Sabathia, the Lords. Okay, shout out to DJ and shout out to Gurgu who says, shout out to you from freezing Budapest. Man, it's freezing from where I am as well, okay? Right now, I literally ice skated down to the chicken coop this morning, and the only reason I stopped, I was in my boots, all right? I was in my boots. I slid to the chicken coop. The only reason I was able to stop sliding is because I hit the gate. All right, shout out to Michael Saylor, who's bullish on Bitcoin. Michael Saylor, it's an honor, my friend, to have you here. That's amazing. Shout out to Brandon K. You're the man, Brandon K. Shout out to Nirvana Bitcoin, my favorite sandwich. Shout out to... Man, I'm so sorry. Shout out to Shemetrice Shike. You can save the settings. Well, yeah, this is my first time pulling the fib on a good old Antarctic exchange. All right, Antarctic decentralized exchange. So, it's dumping snow where Crypto Coons is, up or down. The universe cares your feelings. The universe cares for your feelings. The drop is slow due to whales buying up on Binance. All right. Well, without further ado, got to give a big shout out to WEEX. All right, best deal on fees. All right, got to give a big shout out to BLOFIN. BLOFIN, 10% cash back, $1,000 bonus if you deposit money. You get a $1,000 future bonus plus 10% cash back. It's actually a really, really good deal. Shout out to the Casper crew taking the long trade from the setup given in advance, and also the short trade setup given in advance at jasoncaspertrading.com. Best trading community in the world. And I think that's all I got to shill right now. Speaking of shilling, I got a, Market Cipher, of course. I'm the #1 Market Cipher shill in the world, baby. Market Cipher, the best indicator on TradingView. The only reason I trade at all was because of Market Cipher. All right, shout out to CryptoFace, shout out to Flopping Groper. Here we go, guys. Bitcoin. We're going to start on the monthly because I do have to say, all right, I'm going to just tell you what the chart says. The reality is, right now, we are printing another drive of bear div on the monthly by 1 point on Market Cipher B. All right, go ahead and take the trend line. It starts here at 83.1, and it comes down to 82.7, so less than 1 potential bear div on the monthly, okay? I don't like it. I don't like it at all. We go to the weekly. What do we see? We see double drive of confirmed bearish div on the weekly. In fact, we take a look right here. Again, I'm not telling you if I'm bearish or bullish. I'm just telling you, objectively speaking, there is a giant bearish divergence on the weekly time frame. Market Cipher B, the momentum wave is getting lower and the money flow getting lower. Okay, now the daily, this is where things get interesting. The daily has obviously multiple drive of bearish divergence. The daily confirmed multiple drive of bear div money flow. Momentum waves, the dreaded upside down Sam Bankman-Fried bearish man breast pattern. As the price is getting higher and higher, Sam Bankman-Fried is getting lower and lower and lower. Now, keep in mind, it's been years since our man has been exposed for his fraudulent activities with the FTX exchange, currently in prison right now. But that doesn't change the fact that we're seeing his prints all over this chart. And if you remember, the fruit of his deeds was the FTX went down, causing a large drop in Bitcoin. All right, so we have these things printing on the chart. Okay, furthermore, the Bitcoin price has been unable now for days. I mean, would you look at this daily time frame? Look at these candles, guys. Have you ever seen such a thing? I mean, honestly, have you ever seen such a thing? I don't think I've ever seen Bitcoin look like this on the daily. You know what this looks like? This looks like some kind of like a stable coin, man. Let's go to like USDC against Tether. That's what it looks like to me, man. Bitcoin looks like a dang stable coin. The last few days, just all these dojis. It's absolutely crazy. Have you ever seen such a thing, guys? And like, not only that, but then we have like a bearish engulfing candle right here. Then we have a bullish engulfing candle right here. And we are unable to reclaim this level of 97.4. Now, 97.4 is a very, very key level. It's the highest volume node of the entirety of this range that we've been trading since November 11th, 2024. So it's not the best look for Bitcoin. But if we go back to our daily Market Cipher B, there are a few signs of hope here for the bulls. I'm going to tell you, first of all, the first sign of hope is the fact that we have a hidden bullish divergence printing here on the daily time frame. All right, hidden bull div as the price is getting higher on this trend line, the momentum is getting lower. All right, you can also look at this and say that from this last low at $61-ish thousand, you could look at this to our current lows and say we are also printing hidden bullish divergences here. All right. And it really comes down to this money flow on the daily. All right. This money flow on the daily, I think, is going to be telling right now. Because a lot of times in a very strong uptrend, that money flow on the daily acts as support. Right? It dips down to the purple and then back into the blue. And we get one last big wave to the upside. All right. So this could be finding support here. The other thing we need to be aware of is the fact that if we do get another little drop, right? Let's say we get another little drop down to like 93. All right, like 93K right around here. And we get a bounce like this. That would actually give us a classic looking uneven butt cheek pattern on market Cipher B with a big juicy left cheek and a tiny little skinny right cheek here. All right, big left butt cheek, high calorie, high protein, lots of carbs to fuel the squats, the low bar squats. All right, very posterior chain dominant. The deadlifts, the hip thrusts, and then the right butt cheek over here just on the treadmill every day for hours and hours and hours. Low protein, low carb. All right, lots of vegetables, low calorie. All right, the uneven butt cheek pattern on market Cipher B would be printing perfectly. Wow, the resemblance is quite striking. That could be our ticket to Pump City in March, April, May. And here's the thing, according to the 4-year cycle, we're probably going to top out in the middle of 2025. And so it needs to happen in the next few months. Our Bitcoin all-time high needs to happen in the next few months. And so this could be our ticket right here, the uneven butt cheek pattern. But it depends. It depends. It depends on what happens within the next few weeks as we finish out the month of February. Also, when we go to our 4-hour time frame, I do have to say the following. We printed a very nice looking bottom here as we came to that $94,000 level. Now, if you've been following the channel, I've been saying that one of the possibilities for a bounce would be to take 94,671 and then get a move to the upside. All right, 94,671, take that liquidity and then get a move to the upside. That's what I was said in, I think, I don't know, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. I don't even know what day it is anymore because, well, I've been away. I've been away for a long time. And now I'm back, but it's still hard to know what day it is, honestly. But yeah, we were talking about this liquidity grab, and we did take the liquidity, you can see. And if we look at the 4-hour market Cipher B, we did have the money flow getting higher, the momentum waves getting higher, bullish divergence, only to be met with a bearish divergence as we took the highs. You know, we had a high and then a lower high, and then we took that liquidity and we basically did the exact same thing just on the short side here. We took that high, this time with a bearish divergence. So honestly right now, if we take the low again, we take the low from Wednesday, that could, once again, just like the daily could be our ticket to that uneven butt cheek pattern, this could also be our ticket to continued bullish divergence here, continued money flow coming higher, giving us that pump to the upside. But we are at a very key level because that 97,450 level here, guys, this is the highest volume node of the range. We're just chopping around that until we have like clear daily closes above this or below. I mean, there's really not much for us to get a bias on besides these high turn time frames looking kind of bearish. All right, now I do have to say, so far this is a nice looking bottom. It does look to me like she wants to break out of here. It really does. Tomorrow is a holiday in the United States, which means there's going to be low volatility once again, low volume here in the market. And so, yeah, I'm not expecting much. But what I would like to see is just clear closing above this level, a breakout, and then I would like to see us come up to our $103,000 level, because when we're dealing with these ranges, when we're dealing with these volume profiles, again, right, once we come to the bottom of the volume profile, we expect we come to the high volume node, which we did, and this could be one giant retest, and then we look up to our value area high at around 102, 103,000. So if this is our bottom that we made on Wednesday, I still have a target at 102,000. In fact, I did take a long on what day? I guess it was Wednesday, right? February 12th. And I hit a little TP1 here, but really my targets are, well, let's see, where's my targets? Close long at 102,000. 102,000 is my next take profit on this, and then 110,000. And the reason why my next take profit is 110,000 on this is because if we're going to reclaim the value area high at around 102, 103K, I expect us to take out now the highs of the range. All right, because we came to the low, right? We got bullish divergences here. We got some bullish signs at the low. We made a higher high, make a higher low. We come up to the value area high. If we don't reject from here and come all the way down, then we're going to reclaim and we're going to go for that high, right? So our next major checkpoint to the upside is 102, 103K. Around this area, this value area high of the range, where we either get a rejection or we get a breakout and then a new all-time high. If we take our Fibonacci from the high to the low, you can see that the Fibonacci golden pocket is literally exactly at this value area high. Okay, so in a bearish scenario where this whole thing is a giant Bart Simpson pattern, then 102K right now is going to be our major resistance. And I really like to put my resistances between the 618 and the 786 fib. So really this box right here, between 102 and 105, 105.8, this is really where, if we're going to see more downside, this is where we need to be aware for that resistance to come in if we're looking for a major swing trade to a lower low. And if we make a lower low, then I'd say we're probably going to come down to test the $85,000 level, because this entire thing is simply a sideways range with our clearly defined high at around 108,000 and our clearly defined low at 85,000. All right, I'll clear off the chart a little bit so we can see that better. But you can see that on the daily time frame, after Trump wins the election, we get a big pump, and pretty much we don't stop pumping at all until that $85,000 level. That's our first area where we come back for a retest. All right, you see, we just have these daily blue candles, bam. And then on Tuesday, November 12th, we get this little retest here, retesting $85,000. So this establishes the low of the range. And then right now, this establishes the high of the range. That first tap to the upside, 108.5, give or take. And so if we're not going to hold our support here, and we're going to reject from either where we're at right now as we consolidate, or we reject from 102 to 106 up here in our box, our next target is going to have to be going for this low here, guys. And I don't want to be a bear, right, in my underwear, in my Depends adult diapers, which I always keep by my side, because you have to understand, guys, when you're a trader, okay, you don't always have time to get up and go to the bathroom. Because let me tell you, you could be here for days, years, and the price will not move at all. All right, you could see the reason the price hasn't moved in days is because I've been here watching. All right, I've been watching the price this entire time. All right, now let me show you a candle that happened as soon as I stepped away to pee one day. All right, this happened, this blue candle is literally as soon as I stepped away to take a pee after watching for weeks, bam, price moves without me. All right, I'm taking a pee. And so you got to get on that adult diaper game, guys. All right, people think they're only for senior citizens. Well, let me tell you, in crypto, 35 is the new 75. And if you haven't tried those Depends yet, you are missing out on some serious gains. All right, so that's where we're at for Bitcoin. Of course, there is the possibility of a drop back down to some lower prices. If we don't bounce at 85K, then of course, you know, the 75, 76 area, we have this little zone of consolidation right here. And then, you know, the level that everyone hates when I talk about is going to be the back test of this, right? Because it's a major support resistance flip. When you have a level that basically goes all the way, it's a zone, right? But basically goes all the way back to 2021. Yeah, that's a major support resistance flip. And the way I look at it is this, and I was going over this in the VIP live stream this morning. If the bull market is going to continue, and I'm of the belief that it will, this is going to be the last major place to get long on Bitcoin. Now, if the bull market's over, this is also going to be a major place to long, and then look for the retracement, which will probably come in around that Fibonacci golden pocket and that that high volume node, right? So either way, whether or not bull market here or gone, this is going to be a very key level, right? So don't take this off your radar. Even if the top is in, and I don't believe it is, but even if the top is in, this level is going to be very, very important, all right? Because there's no way we're not going to get something from this level. I mean, if you don't take any trades and you just blindly long this, I'd say there's probably like a 95% chance you could close that trade in some profit. Not financial advice. But there are some levels where you're just like, we got to get something from. I mean, even a scalp trade or something. I mean, there's no way we come down to here and just do this, right? And if we do, that's crazy, man. Something crazy is happening if we literally do this, okay? Something insane is happening. I don't know what it's going to be. But it's going to be some crazy geopolitical thing, all right? Maybe the bird flu finally makes the breakthrough. And now everyone's all of a sudden growing beaks and feathers, clocking along in the streets, laying eggs. Okay? That could be the thing that triggers our drop here. Let's take a look at our order flow. All right? This is the order flow on the daily time frame. Now, I want to point something out here. It's quite interesting to see on the order flow chart, at least on Bitget, that in general, throughout the entirety of this range, we've actually seen some pretty bearish sentiments. Look at the longs consistently closing out in this range. Meanwhile, the shorts consistently opening. All right, we see the CVD getting lower. What does this tell us? It means primarily people are shorting Bitcoin here. Now, this in and of itself actually makes me lean more bullish and makes me want to buy a dip if we get one, or long a dip, because we never, and I've been in Bitcoin now, this is going to be my third bull market. I got into Bitcoin in 2016. So there has never been bearish sentiment at the top, ever, right? And there is a lot of bearish sentiment right now, even amongst mainstream crypto YouTubers. All right, even amongst the more mainstream crypto YouTubers, people are being bearish, and we're seeing people opening up shorts here. And so far, those short trades have not been able to create bearish market structure, right? Look at this CVD coming down. This is the daily time frame. I don't make trades off of daily time frame CVD, but when you look at something like this that happened on December 19th, where we got that first big drop, lots of shorts opening here. You could see the net shorts getting a large spike and a whole bunch of longs getting absolutely liquidated. You almost see like a flip here, where all of a sudden, massive amounts of long liquidations, lots of shorts all of a sudden opening up. 97 million shorts opening up here. 100 million shorts opening up. And from that point, the amount of shorts have just increased steadily over time. Meanwhile, the amount of longs have decreased steadily over time. All right? So there's bearish sentiment here. There's shorts opening, meaning there is liquidity to the upside here, right? There's a lot of shorts that will get wrecked if we start to squeeze. Now that brings me to my next point, which is this. If we start to see these bullish things play out, like the uneven butt cheek pattern on the daily, this hidden bullish divergence play out, look at the potential here for the squeeze. We've got ourselves a nice trend line of liquidity being built up right here. Okay, this could be something like a bump and run pattern, right? A bump and run pattern that leads to a new all-time high. So we have the potential here for a massive short squeeze, but we have to take it step by step, level by level. For right now, with the data we have currently on the chart, you know, unless you're already in a long trade from the liquidity grab here, or a short trade from the liquidity grab here, we need to kind of wait and see what's going to happen. If we get another drop, we need to be aware of taking the low one more time, coming back down toward that 92.5 to 93.5 value area low zone, to get into another long, right? With bullish divergences. This will be our next place. If we break out of here, we need to be aware of a fake out at the $102,000 to $105,000 zone for a move to the downside. But our local levels are going to be right around here for the long, right around here for the short. We're just looking at the value area high and the value area low of the range. But we also fully understand that we could do something like this, get the bounce and then reject, right? Or we could get the rejection, retest, and then get the bounce, right? So this is why it's so important to have your risk management, your take profits, your plans for all these types of trades, okay? Things are looking very strange right now. High time frames definitely look more bearish. Low time frames definitely look a little bit more ambiguous. But we can see different scenarios potentially playing out here, so we do need to be prepared for anything that's going to happen. All right, got to give a major shout out to everybody in the chat. We've got about 1,200 people chilling on a Sunday. God bless you all in Jesus' name. Shout out to Borna. It's pumping in a few seconds. Shout out to Bring the Chaos Bitcoin. Bitcoin is topped until 74K retest. Well, maybe. Yeah, that's definitely a pretty key level that we've been looking at since November. Shout out to Hopium Copium. Moon Boys are the exit liquidity. Well, you know, it's interesting because I don't see a lot of Moon Boys out there, you know. Shout out to Once a Wild Pony. Everyone expects us to go down. I'm locked in and loaded long with a tight stop. Well, I hope it works out for you. Hidden bullish divs. Yes, we got hidden bullish divs. For sure, on the daily right now. 1 hour hidden bullish divergence. J-Boy Bullish can only hope to lay some eggs. Yeah, if we drop through $70,000, you'll be laying them, man. You'll be laying them, cracking them, eating them. Can you imagine that? Laying your own eggs? Wow. Let's go to the 1 hour. Do we have a hidden bull div on the one? Yeah, we have a hidden bull div on the one. Yep, we've got hidden bull divs on the one here for sure. As the price is getting higher, the momentum waves are getting lower. All right, let's see what is going to happen here. Man, it's so funny when you're on these small time frames, like the 1 hour. Actually, we are getting a little bit of a pump here, guys. We're getting a little bit of a pump. Let's go to the 1 hour on WEEX. Link in the description if you want to trade with the lowest fees. Also, BLOFIN, if you want to trade, get 10% cash back. All right, 2 great exchanges. Also, if you want to join the best trading community in the world, where we gave the short in advance, gave the long in advance, JasonCasperTrading.com. Also, guys, if you want to start trading on Antarctic Exchange, it is live for now. But right now, you can only trade with up to $100,000 position sizes. More info on this ASAP, by the way, on the Antarctic Exchange. Here we go, baby. Bitcoin getting a little bit of a blue candle. Let me sniff your sandal for this massive blue candle. Oh, man. It's looking good. It's looking good. Shout out to Playboy George. We going down. Shout out to 9-5 in crypto. What's up, Jason? Shout out from the lifers. A boss. Sam Price is like you, a boss trader. Shout out to Sam Price, man. I have small weeks. Cool. Bull trap is so obvious now. You can't lay your eggs and eat them too, says another young guy. Nirvana lays an egg every day. Got to give a major shout out to our super chat N. Can you please check Mandy coin? God bless you. Yeah, we'll check Mandy for the super chat. All right, Mandy. Mandy? Did I spell that right? I don't see Mandy as an option to look at here. Meme coins are wrecking crypto. A bunch of degens. Shout out to Brad. He says reclaim VWAP, then we take local highs. Local bullish CBD. Let's check out the local bullish CBD here. We've been on our macro game. So yes, we do have a little bit of some local bullish CBD here. We've got some local bullish CBD coming in, yeah. Yeah, we've got a little local bullish CBD. Steady stream of shorts opening here. Reclaim the VWAP. Here we go. We're at the VWAP, guys. VWAP is 97,120. Reclaim and then go for local highs. Yeah, so right now I would say that our key resistance locally today is going to be $97,900, $98,000. Fibonacci golden pocket. Confluence with these highs. So get a little short squeeze up to there. That's what I'd be kind of looking at here in the local. Let's check out Ethereum. Good old Ethereum here. Just clear off our chart. I do believe ETH is going to have her day, guys. ETH is going to have her day. So, man, let's check out ETH on a different. Check it out on Coinbase. Let's remove all this stuff. So there's a few things about ETH that I quite enjoy, which is, man, would you look at that? Would you look at that? A perfect double bottom on ETH. That's pretty nice. That is pretty nice. This is a very, very, very key level for ETH, man. Look at this. I mean, really, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Look at this, guys. We take this level all the way back to 2021 February. We're talking 3 years ago. This has been a major support resistance flip. And obviously, it's not the exact level, but you guys get the idea. It's a zone. It's been very key. Would you look at how beautifully this has been respected here? It's pretty crazy, actually. It's pretty crazy. So we came down for that back test. Now, ETH, we really need, it is a battle, just like with Bitcoin. We have this liquidity grab that we took these highs with bearish divergence on the weekly time frame. The weekly definitely looks pretty bearish. Momentum coming down, money flow coming down on the weekly. Doesn't look the best. It really doesn't look the best. But if the bull market's going to continue, and I believe that it will, I mean, I think that this level is probably going to hold. I mean, we wicked down perfectly into this major zone of support from the fall. And here's what we need to do right now for ETH. We're going to go back to the Bitget chart. But we need to reclaim and hold above $2,800. $2,800 is the value area low of this chunk of price action right here, going all the way back to basically November 2023. So like the last year of price action. Once we reclaim, I say it's Pump City. I'd say it's Pump City. Once ETH comes above here, I'd say we're going to break out of this very key trend line. This is just the trend line that is pretty much taking from the top of the last bull market all the way down. We got a little bit of a fake out here, but this is the inflection point. You like that term? Inflection point, man. It sounds cool. Sounds cool. This is the inflection point. A break of this, in my opinion, we're going to see ETH hitting new all-time highs. It's going to... A lot of people getting bored with crypto right now are going to be disappointed. Because I think from once we reclaim that level, we could see a move up to 8,500. We could see another 200% increase on ETH in the next few months. That's actually what I'm hoping for, because I have not sold any of my spot ETH. But let's go back to Market Cipher. The weekly time frame. Man, it still has potentially more downside. Let's go to our 3-day. Our 3-day, guys, has printed and confirmed a hidden bullish divergence. All right, so pretty much ignoring the wicks as the price is getting higher. And we don't even have to ignore the wicks, actually. We could take it from this wick to this wick, and it's just slightly higher. Not very much, but let's ignore the wicks for now. As we are making higher lows on this trend line here, which is a pretty key trend line, guys. Like, remember, this is the entire bull market trend line. As we are making a higher low on the trend line, we are seeing ETH make a lower low in momentum, higher low in money flow, a hidden bullish divergence here. Okay, this could very well be the last big bottom signal of the cycle. And so once we reclaim 28, we are back inside the fair value zone. I know a lot of people are getting very bored with ETH right now because it's literally been like 2 weeks of nothing. But keep in mind the big picture here, guys. The big picture is we're seeing some major bottom signals at major support. In my opinion, with the 4-year cycle telling us we still have a month of upside, ETH has yet to hit a new all-time high this cycle. I think things are being set up very nicely for that last big push. That last big euphoric push. At least I hope, man. Now, if I was a betting man, and I am a betting man, I wouldn't be selling my ETH until we hit new all-time highs. And that's exactly what I plan to do. All right? Let's go to the daily time frame. So the daily time frame here, what I like about this is the fact that we formed a nice bottom here on market Cipher. Money flow getting higher. And now we're coming back into the purple, but the purple wave right now is higher than it was down here. Even though we made a double bottom, money flow is still higher. So just like Bitcoin, we're hoping that this is another bottom and we make another wave into the blue, right? That's money flow. We want to see it coming back up into the blue there. And once again, a reclaim of 2,800. I think that's a really strong sign of ETH getting that next big push to the upside. So let's check out our 4-hour. Look at this consolidation, guys. We are squeezing. A move is going to happen here for sure. A move is for sure going to happen here. The one thing I don't like about ETH is we haven't really seen nice divergences. But for sure a move is going to happen because we are getting that squeeze. And we're holding, very interestingly, this trend line. This is the major trend line, guys, from the entire bull market. You know, we get the wick through, we come up, retest the trend line, and we're just struggling to reclaim value area low. Just like Bitcoin struggling to reclaim the POC at 97.4. But once we do, bam, we can easily squeeze these highs. Get a big old short squeeze there. Get a move up to $3,300. Our next major resistance. Flip that into support, and then we're coming up for the highs. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy, man. Then people are gonna be interested in ETH again, but not a lot of people interested right now. People bored, right? But when things get boring, that's when you gotta pay attention. Once everyone pays attention, you already missed the move. Guarantee when we're at $7,000 ETH, people are gonna ask, is it too late? Is it too late to get ETH? I don't know, man. We just had a 160% move. I think it's too late. Should have been buying down here under 3,000. But of course, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy with a hat on a treadmill. If is the largest word in the human vocabulary, for sure. Really? Coinbase is canceling sell orders more than 900%? No way. What? Speed Racer's neutral. I'm neutral locally, but bullish macroly. Is that a word? Can I say that? I'm bullish macroly? Like macaroni and cheese? You guys ever eat macaroni and cheese? It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Shout out to Ian on YouTube getting fired from 7-Eleven, but surpassing 150,000 subscribers. Shout out to Ian on YouTube, man. What is ADL? What is ADL? I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that is. Shout out to King Louis with his Sam Bankman-Fried picture. I like that, man. I like that. Yeah, long-term bullish. Macaroni and cheese, baby. Yeah, that's what I like. Coinbase is giving you FTX vibes. Man, Juice WRLD, I hope that Coinbase does not go down the road of FTX. Haven't been able to eat for 2 weeks while you were gone. No signals. Well, we're back, baby. Up only. Shout out to Firelines. You're underwater with your ETH trade from 31. Oof, I'm sorry to hear that. Auto deleverage queue. Nice. Nice. Do I read the chat on here or somewhere in the Discord? I read it here for the public live streams, bro, but for the group, private, VIP stuff, only in the Discord. Sniff my sandal with your blue candle. Exchange starts downsizing orders on one side, the other side starts getting liquidated. Yeah, that's weird. I didn't know Coinbase was doing that, man. I better pull all my stuff off of there. Just kidding. I can't do that. I can't do that. All right. All right. We got to take a look at some other stuff, man. We will take a look at Sol. All right. We'll take a look at Sol. But give me 1 second because I drank like a gallon of water before I came on here. So I got to take a mean urination. But here's what I like to do when I'm gone. Let's see. Let's see. Do I have it? Yeah, there we go. I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, we're back in action. Let's get rid of this old picture. Man, we're starting to get a little bit of a pump here. We gotta take a look at Sol, but you know, we might have to sing the pump song, man. It's been a while. It's been a while since we sang the pump song. I do have a cake behind. Jay doing some neck ups or something. The neck. You know, I don't train my neck at all, but you can make it look big with the right lighting. I'm really just a pencil neck in disguise. Has anyone talked about all the money laundering being exposed? You can see a huge spike on November 20th and on January 6th on XRP. Then they traded back to Bitcoin and cashed out. That's so interesting, man. I gotta look into that. Interesting stuff, man. Look, we're getting a little pump, man. We're getting a little bit of a pump on this blue candle, baby. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of a pump. Let's take a look at Sol. So guys, I mean, I still have to hold to my same convictions that I've been holding for a long time, which is, you know, if the bull market continues, this is gonna be our last hurrah to buy, and we dipped down right into our buy zone, right here on the 13th of January, and we got a little bit of a bounce, but pretty much, guys, coming back down into this range. I mean, we go to the weekly. Let's go to the weekly. Even if we go to the monthly, actually. You can clearly see this is our support, right? This whole range here is our support. Bull market continues, which I believe it does. This is what I'm looking at with Sol. And I haven't sold any of my Sol yet. I contemplated selling some when we breached the all-time high the first time. I contemplated harder the second time. Didn't have much time to contemplate. You know? But yeah, I really think we can hit some of these targets on Sol, right? We're breaking out of this triangle. We're getting a multiple retests here. We're forming a sideways range above the area. And you don't want to get malaria from the area, but yeah, Sol, I start on the weekly, market Cipher B. Here's the deal. Do we have bearish divs confirmed? Yeah, it actually looks pretty horrible. I'll be honest with you. It actually looks pretty terrible here. Let's go to the daily time frame. Honestly, it looks pretty horrible on the daily as well. The only hope we really have, guys, is, you know, dipping back down to our box and getting some daily bullish divergences that starts a massive pump that ends in, you know, we get this bullish divergence here that ends in the top, the cycle top within the next few months. That really is our hope. And I really hope, I have to be honest, when I look at the weekly on Sol, it makes me feel pretty bad about Sol. I'll be honest with you. That's a really, really gnarly looking divergence. It looks worse than the Bitcoin one. It looks worse than the ETH one. So the only thing I can really do here, guys, is hope that we maybe come down, maybe get like a really oversold wave here, get some bull divs on the daily, and then we get that last big blow off, insane altcoin season that we've been waiting for all this time. You know, I don't like to believe that this time will be different because, well, we have the past 5 cycles to just look at that happening the same way every single time, right? Let's come back to Bitcoin here. Let's go to the 1 minute. Let's go to the order flow. So we came up to the VWAP. And we didn't even quite hit the VWAP yet here. This is so low volatility. That's something else about these markets, guys. This is like very strange at this point in the 4-year cycle to see such low volatility and low volume. Very strange stuff. I don't remember this happening in the past. Do any of you guys remember this happening in the past? Shout out to Hopium Copium. We can all hope. Josh misses when all you had to do was buy and wait. Well, I still think that's the case. It's just not as crazy as it used to be. You know? Why don't I use inner circle trading concepts? I do. I just... everyone does. They just call them different things. Right? So, everyone kind of trades the same way, but they call it something different. So, you know, I didn't learn that terminology. But I might sprinkle in, you know, inner circle, smart money, fair value gap, order block, breaker box, breaker beam, whatever. Sprinkle in some of those words so the Google AI picks up my channel for those Forex traders looking how to trade Bitcoin. You know, sprinkle a little of that stuff in there. Folks are it of money. You mean out of money? Yeah, maybe. Shout out to One Hype Soul. God bless you, Jay. Are you happy to be home? Yeah, I'm happy to be home, man. Don't I look happy? It's pouring snow outside right now. You know? Buyers are bought and sellers are exhausted. Everyone's trying to make it with meme coins. It is weird. These crazy meme coins, man. I'm mostly in Bitcoin, and I'm happy about that, to be honest with you. I'm happy I'm mostly in Bitcoin. Oof. Man, Bitcoin's starting to get a dump. It's a good thing we didn't sing the pump song, man. It's a good thing we didn't sing the pump song. Inner circle Jason trading. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Faux show, faux show, faux show. Yeah, shout out to Once a Wild Pony, who says, exchange volume is low, interest is gone, everybody's bearish, sentiment is trash, recipe for a big run and leaving everyone behind. I feel you, man. And we've definitely got the high time frame, like lots of shorts opening up. I feel you. And this is why I am hoping for that big move and that big move on the alts and all this kind of stuff, you know? You love working out while trading? I do too, honestly. Yeah, shout out to Quicker. I got the treadmill back. Yeah, Trade with Fazy says, all the YouTubers are saying bull market is over. They're disappointing us that there will be no all-season hope. This is wrong. Yeah, I think it's wrong. I think it's wrong. In fact, the fact that the YouTubers are saying the bull market's over, I think is why the bull market's not over. Because we've never had a bearish sentiment at the top of a bull market. What are the fees on Antarctic? Okay, so when Antarctic goes live on the 22nd of February, this is still pre-official launch here. The fees will be for the Casper crew. for anyone who signs up using my link, 0.015% maker, 0% taker. I'm sorry. Yeah, 0% taker fee. Wait a second. No, I'm wrong. 0% maker fee, 0.015% taker fee. So 0.01% market fee is pretty much the lowest period out there. And then 0% limit order fees. All right. So this is going to go live with those fees on the 22nd of February. And I will be making content regarding the Antarctic exchange starting this week. All right, including a free trading course. So stay tuned for that. All right. We're about to be releasing some juicy content here coming up. All right. As juicy as this 1 minute blue candle that we're getting here on Bitcoin. All right. Look at this juicy 1 minute candle. All right. Look at that juicy 1 minute candle. All right, got to give a major shout to Alex O. He says, I thought they were called litter boxes. Yes, that's what they're called, bro. The ICT smart money concepts are called litter boxes. You're out here building igloos in a snowstorm. That's what's up, man. Got to do that with the kids, right? Everyone go subscribe to Alex O YouTube channel, Alex O Crypto. He does live streams like every morning, like before New York Open, I think. Definitely some great analysis. A chill guy, a family man himself. You know. Do I like having broccoli? Are you talking about the coin? Broccoli coin. I do like to eat broccoli, all right? I understand some people think it's poisonous, okay? I personally do like broccoli. The main reason is because I like to eat a lot of food, and I can eat a lot of broccoli, and I think it tastes great. And you can eat as much as you want, and you don't have to worry about getting fat. Shout out to CryptoFace. He says, good morning. Good morning to you, CryptoFace. God bless you, my man. Thank you so much for popping in. And guys, if you're not subscribed to CryptoFace, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Okay? Do you have to be a paid subscription to the Casper to get those fees? No. Nope. Anyone who signs up using my link. Here's the thing. If you sign up right now to Antarctic, you can only trade, the highest position size you can enter right now is $100,000. That's going to be getting bigger as time goes on. So just be aware. For right now, $100,000 position size. You know, it's going to take some time to get this thing off the ground because we want to do it right. We want to do it right, and this is a community-based exchange. Decentralized community-based exchange made by traders for traders. So more information on this coming very soon, guys. But it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Let's just put it that way. When am I dropping the free course? Starting this month, all right? CryptoFace is funny because it's 2 p.m. and he says good morning. Well, I'm pretty sure CryptoFace, aren't you on the 3 days awake, 1 day asleep kind of schedule? Or something like that. Something like that. Shout out to Michael Saylor. Bitcoin becoming a stablecoin. Well, I mean, honestly, I'll be honest with you. When I looked at this daily time frame today, in my live stream this morning, I thought to I don't think I've ever seen Bitcoin look like this on the daily, man. What in the world is this even? I mean, it does look like USDT against USDC. Just all these doji, wiki. What in the world is even happening here? I mean, really? It's crazy. Bearish engulfing candle, followed by a bullish engulfing candle. After 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of doji wickness. Doji wickness. So again, the only hope, well, not the only hope, but one of the main hopes, if the bottom is not in here, because we do have the confirmed hidden bull div. Right now, my only bullish hope is that this money flow is the bottom, and that we print, if we make another low, the uneven cheek pattern, and we pump, right? That's my hope. The other thing I like about the daily is the RSI on Market Cipher. Whenever the RSIs are touching like this, that signals a large move. Now, I have to be honest, I've never really back tested this on the daily, but on the lower time frames, like our 12-minute, for example, the 12-minute, you can pretty much, right? If we just look at the 12-minute here, look at when the RSIs touch, all right? Look at when they touch together like there's one RSI. That is a reversal signal. So let's just mark out the reversal signals just based on the RSI only, all right? When they touch together as if there's only one RSI. Have it right here, have it right here. We'll just see. I want you guys to see how accurate this is. Have it right here. Have it right up here. Have it right down here. Have it right here. Have it right up here. Have it right here. That one didn't really count. All right, that's enough, right? That's enough. Let's zoom out now, and let's just see how that worked out for us. So, look at this. 12-minute RSIs touching, top signal, boom. 12-minute RSIs touching, bottom signal, boom. Bottom signal again, boom. Top signal, boom. Bottom signal. This bottom signal here, you would have been underwater for a little bit, but eventually came to a move up. This top signal right here, again, would have been underwater for a little bit. Actually, not really. Immediately, we get a drop. Then we get a bottom signal to a massive pump, a top signal to a massive drop, a bottom signal to a whole bunch of sideways, but a little bit of up, a top signal for a little bit of down, a bottom signal for sideways, and then a top signal for a drop. So this is just based on the 12-minute RSIs only touching, all right? 12-minute RSIs touching is a very powerful signal. And so I have not backtested this on the daily, but that is also giving me some hope here for the daily time frame as we're watching these RSIs touching. Now, the last time they touched was up here, all right? And that was definitely a top signal. So they're touching again right down here. Hopefully this is a bottom signal, all right? They touched down here. Let's do some back testing on the touching RSIs, all right? The touching RSIs. Touched right here. They touched up here. I guess you could say they touched here as well. All right. So let's see here. Obviously, the touching down here was a... this was pretty much a top signal, right? The $73,000 high gave us the top signal. Then they touched down here, and we ended up getting a 30% move to the upside. They touch again down here, and we get the big move. This was a top signal, which got you wrecked. But then we had a top signal right here, which was pretty good. So let's see, just going off the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, we've got an 80% win rate there, just based only on one indicator. So 80%, that's looking pretty good for this, right? So that's going to be our hope here. Our hope. We need the hope, guys. All right, we got another super chat in the house. Major shout out to PMG to the moon, who says, "Can you look at Mandy coin?" Are you guys? We got 2 Mandy shills in here. So look, I can't find Mandy coin, bro. I don't even know. I can't find it in TradingView. So I'm sorry for that, but I don't know how to find it. So if you can send me a ticker to look at, I could look at the ticker a little bit quicker. Look at the ticker a little bit quicker. Shout out to PMG. Yeah, he's a shill. That's cool, man. All right. But I need the ticker. I need the ticker. What's the difference between the 2 RSIs? I think one is a standard RSI, and I think one is a stochastic RSI, if I'm not mistaken. Crypto Face would know better than me. It's his indicator. I don't know. And I'll be honest with you, I don't care either, you know? I don't know and I don't care, but it doesn't really matter, right? All that really matters is that we know that it works. And we know that we can backtest these signals, right? That's all I care. I don't care what stuff is called. I just care that I know how to trade with it, you know? And it doesn't really matter what it is anyway, because honestly, let's say one was a regular RSI and one was a stochastic RSI. I mean, it's not even oscillating above and below the zero line. It's pretty much oscillating primarily above the zero line. Do they even go below the zero line? I don't even know if they go below the zero line. So, you know, even if it was a normal RSI, it's obviously not functioning the same way as a normal RSI. So, you got to learn how to use these RSIs using market Cipher, right? So, all right, CryptoFace says yes. All right, one's a normal, one's a stochastic, one's a normal. All right, that's what we go. That's what we, and they don't go below the zero line. What do I think about B3? I'm not really sure what B3 is, to be honest with you. Scam Andy coin, yeah. Scam Andy coin. Bitcoin wants to puke, says hopium, copium. I think this is going to be a telling week for certain. It's definitely going to be a telling week. I mean, clear off all the noise here. And it's as simple as this. This is our key level. We're obviously... The reason why we're getting all these WEEX is because, you know, 97.4, 97.5, this is where all the volume is. So right now, this is just fair value. Like, totally fair value. It's just people trading back and forth, getting chopped up right here at fair value. If we hold above this, we're coming up to 102, to 105, right? Coming up to our zone, right up here. We lose the level, we're coming down to our zone, right down here. These are the two next places I'm personally looking for trades. We reclaim 103 and hold it, we're hitting a new all-time high. We lose, I'm gonna say we lose 93. All right, I'm gonna say 93. We lose 93, I'm expecting 85. We lose 93, I'm expecting 85. And the reason why I expect 85, we lose 93 is because we had our chance. All right, we made a low, uneven butt cheek pattern on the daily, very bullish looking. All right, this was our chance for the bulls. All right, those butt cheeks were way too large. It says the image, those butt cheeks are way too large to be posted on the chart. Okay, we had our uneven butt cheek pattern here on Market Cipher B. We changed market structure. We had our lower high, and we made ourselves a higher high. Then we made a higher low right into the value area low. Right, this is one of the options. These are the two trades we were looking at all throughout the end of January. All right, in the Casper crew. That's how I'm long from, where am I even long from? From 91.4. Because that was one of the areas that we were looking for our higher low to come in. And so we got the bounce. And so this is now our potential higher low down here in an uptrend, right? This is our higher low in an uptrend, which means if we retrace lower then, and I'm giving it some grace here, okay? If we retrace lower than 93,000, the probabilities are very low that we're going to continue to the upside. All right. That 786 93.5, that is very key. All right. Very, very key. In order for this to be looked at as a leg up, right? The hypothesis here is that this is one leg up and then a retracement, and now we're looking for the second leg up. If we start coming below 93, it seems to me like it's a failed attempt to change market structure bullish. In which case, you would expect the low to be taken, and if the low is going to be taken, then we have just liquidity here, right? Stop losses below these lows. And so I would expect that $85,000 level to be hit. So we got to take it one level at a time here. And if we come down to 85, you can rest assured your boy Jason is looking for some knife catches down there, right? Because we come down to 85, rest assured, people are going to be so dang bearish, all right? maybe get a wick down to 81, 82, right? And then bam! All right, that would actually be really nice. Just saying, I'm going to be looking for some longs. We come down to that. Come down to take the lows of this range. J-Boy Bullish says, don't send them tickers to look at. That's assault. LOL. That's funny. All right, got to give a major shout out to Light of Yeshua. He says, time is short. Repent to Jesus. Amen. Amen. Time is short. And look, you know, time is short no matter what. Because you never know when it's your time to leave this world. You never know. Shout out to Divine Hood. Always have the legit plans, my man. Well, God bless you, Divine Hood. Guys, go check out Divine Hood Trading on YouTube. Divine Hood Trading. One of the best traders I know. Dude is crushing it right now on YouTube and in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. Divine Hood says we have a major pitch for midline around 85K. He's going to talk about it in his video today. So make sure to go check out Divine Hood and his video today. All right. Shout out to Ab Deslam Kamel. Good morning to you. And ETH, we already took a look at ETH Kami Martins. Shout out to Jesse Gellick in the chat. What about the below 80 CME gap? Yeah, obviously the below 80 CME gap is a level 2, right? So we have ourselves a shout out to my man for the super chat. Can we look at INJ? Yes, we can look at INJ. Yeah, so where's that? Where's that? Okay, yeah, here it is. We've got that CME gap right around 77.4. So, yep, that's a level we could bounce from. I mean, once we're down at 77, I would expect us to come down to 73. I got to be honest. But, you know, take it level to level. That's how I do it. Let's check out INJ. Oof. Okay, so INJ, basically, this is key support right here. All right, this is such important support where we're coming to right now. We're essentially looking at major levels of support between the low here and the high here, right? So if, that's a big word, right? But if the bull market is going to continue and we're not going to see, like I said, the bird flu coming around and people are laying eggs and growing feathers out in the street, and the chickens are coming into your house to get the eggs, and the chickens are cracking them open, making them over easy, the yolk. Jammy on the outside, liquid on the inside. So good. You know what I'm saying? That yolk of cholesterol and saturated fat, biotin, choline, all the vitamins and minerals from your free-range humans with the bird flu. And we get a massive drop in the whole market. If the bull market's going to continue, then this is key support. All right, guys, I'm going to post a video in my live stream chat. All right, this is Divine Hood Trading. All right, go check out his new video here. All right, go check out his new video, Divine Hood. All right, Divine Hood Trading. Go subscribe. He has 1.5 thousand subs. Let's pump him up to 2K. All right, we're gonna pump up the subs up to a new all-time high. You got to subscribe. I'm subscribed. All notifications. All right. Now I got all notifications. I had it on personalized. Should have clicked the bell for all, baby. All right. Yeah, so we'll start in the weekly for INJ. We have potential bull div here on the weekly, right? Potential bull div. If we hold this and we already have closed the weekly candle above the level, working on our second weekly candle in 3 hours, we'll have 2 weekly candles confirmed above this level, looking pretty nice. But we do have a bullish divergence potentially that will print here in a few weeks. All right, as long as market cipher doesn't come below 53, it's a bull div. Daily time frame. Technically speaking, also some bull div here on the daily. Money flow shady. Money flow shady. Let's look at our 4-hour. Bull divs, technically speaking, yes, on the 4-hour. Money flow, decent. So all this leads me to say that the buy zone is between $13.31 and $10. And again, this is all based on taking for granted the fact that the bull market's not over and INJ is going to be bullish, right? We are at very key support, objectively speaking, on the chart. Objectively speaking, we're at some key support, y'all. All right, shout out to Crypto Crank. You're looking to re-enter ETH. You closed that first one for $24,000 profit. We're back to the same entry. Nice, man. You can't trust 2685. Let's check it out. I mean, I don't see it. Although this is very key support, Crypto Crank, I would want to see a reclaim of 2800. A reclaim of 2800 for me is the place we want to really see, honestly. That's just my opinion. Shout out to Crypto Hub. Shout out to Alan Gomes. Shout out to Darius from Greece. What about Sol? We took a look at Sol. You know, it's looking kind of bearish on the high time frames, but in my opinion, the market structure is still bullish. All right, market structure is still bullish. Man, what is going to happen with Bitcoin though right now, right? What is going to happen with Bitcoin right now? Yeah, the fees are going to be like that right now on Antarctic until the 22nd of February. But right now there is a 30% rebate on those fees. Yeah, so just to recap for everybody, like the high time frames definitely look bearish on Bitcoin, ETH, Sol. We got monthly red dots printing. We got confirmed weekly bear divs. Our hope right now for all these coins is going to be, number one, the fact that historically speaking, the top should not be in for another few months. And number two is going to be some bullish divs starting to form on the daily and the 4-hour that eventually work their way up for another big push on these high time frames for the next few months, right? But objectively speaking, things do not look very bullish right now. But that could change. And so we're monitoring the charts to look for those changes. Major shout out to our super chat in the house. Thank you. Well, thank you very much. Mandy Coin is on Dex Screener. Okay, PMG, we'll check it out. We'll check it out. Should you look at BGB? All right, let's check out BGB. Wow. What can I say? This is Bitget coin? No, this isn't Bitget coin. Wait, is this Bitget coin? Yeah, it is. Wow. That's beautiful. Well, what can I say? If you want to talk about actual support resistance levels, $1.48. All right, let's go to the daily. The only other area I see of support is going to be the golden pocket, where we have the support resistance split at around 350. And we also have a little bit of support at this zone right here at around $4.10. So I would say a local buy zone would be this, but the actual major support is going to be down here. And I know that a lot of people don't want to drop like that, but yeah, local going to be at the golden pocket. A more deeper retrace to the 786, the actual support resistance flip. You know. All right, so we could look at Dex Screener. Oh wow, it's pumping like crazy right now. Let's go to the daily. I have nothing to say about it. All right, it's pumping like crazy. What could I possibly say about this besides looking for a local retrace? If you want to get in on it, I mean, whenever we top out, pull the fib from the low to the high and be looking for that golden pocket. It's the only thing I could possibly say about this right now. There's no way for me to give you any real analysis on this. But I appreciate the super chat. But what could I say? It's pumping like crazy. I would never buy something after we are up 100% on the day, and on the week up 800%. I mean, I could never buy it, right? The gains have happened. Could it continue? Yeah. So in that case, you're gonna have to go based on fundamentals. But if you're comfortable buying something after an 800% pump, you better be real certain about those dang fundamentals, man. That's all I can say. All right, thank you for the super chat. You just opened a freshie short on Bitcoin. Interesting. Is this an app for Antarctic on desktop? This is just in the browser. This is in the browser right now. Shout out to Who Are You? The YouTube ads are getting out of hand. You got to get YouTube Premium. That's what I have. It's pretty cheap and no ads, which is great if you have kids and you're letting them watch stuff on YouTube. Then you don't have to worry about those ads coming in, man. Trying to steal your child's soul away. Those dang YouTube ads, you know? Am I only using browsers versus desktop apps? Yeah, I only trade from pretty much browsers. Yeah, you know. I don't usually use apps. I mean, I trade from apps on mobile. On mobile, that's what's up. Shout out to 3-Digit. Shout out to Ali Reza Crow. Oh, Brave Browser takes off ads. That's what's up. All right. Major shout out from Can you check out Moonwell? Yeah, let's check out Crow and then Moonwell. Man, this thing is beat down. This thing is beat. And it just beat down for sure. Well, we're bouncing right from the 786 here on this trend line. So, man, the weekly money flow looks awful. Let's check out the daily. Oof! The daily money flow looks really bad as well. Let's check out the 12-hour. Oof. Man, even the 12-hour money flow looks like garbage. Crow, man, what is going on with Crow? Massive weekly bear div. It does not look like we're going to bottom out soon. So, you know, I would say I would love to come down for the low. Just throwing it out there. Doesn't look like we're going to bottom out anytime soon. Alright, shout out to you want to look at Moonwell? Daily bull div. Alright, Moonwell. I don't really see a bull div on the daily here. You know, this is a while ago. We were looking for a bounce from here. We got a bounce, but we made a lower high. And then we were looking for this box as support. And again, we got a bounce from that box as support, but then we made another lower high. I don't really see a bull div here on the daily, man. I don't. If we go for the lows again, I would see a bull div, but I don't see that here. The money flow, it's a double bottom. I would like to see another low. I'd like to see us make another low, if possible. Take out the low. That would be great. Take out these lows. That would be great, honestly. Then we would have a nice uneven butt cheek pattern. Shout out to cryptologists. God bless you, cryptologists. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now, man. You guys are amazing for sticking around. Well, I think I'm gonna head out, man. It's 3:30 my time. Gonna spend some time with the fam. And I'll be back tomorrow. So God bless you guys in Jesus' name. Even if you're not religious, may the Lord bless each and every one of you. Hope everyone has a great week. Peace.